So what we have are some test tubes, boiling tubes rather, that have some distilled water and 2 drops of phenolphthalein. And the phenolphthalein is to determine, of course, you should be familiar with whether there is any change in the pH of the contents of the test tube. So on the shelf of the rack, you would see a piece of the metal that will be placed inside of the test tube, and that will be placed simultaneously in the test tube, or as close to simultaneously as I can get it with just 2 hands. All right. So we can see that the only test tube in which something is really happening is the test tube with the calcium and the distilled water. So in these boiling tubes, we have some dilute hydrochloric acid, and we're going to do the exact same thing where we add a piece of the metal to the dilute hydrochloric acid. We've not added any indicator because there's no need to do that. So we're going to add the metal to the acid and watch the relative reactivity. Copper, zinc, aluminum, magnesium, calcium. You could already see which ones are producing bubbles. Calcium is reacting very rapidly, as we would expect. The magnesium metal, it was a small piece of magnesium metal and it has all reacted. Our aluminum still holding on. Our zinc, you should be able to see the bubbles in the zinc. And copper, we're not seeing any reaction at all. So I'm just going to let this sit here for a little longer. Zoom in a bit more. Calcium has all reacted, magnesium has all reacted. Zinc is going a little bit more rapidly. Aluminum still has no observable change. Copper, still no observable change. So you'd see that the aluminum has sunk. And if we look very, very closely, the aluminum is now starting to react. So now we have a comparison to be made between the aluminum and the zinc. Zinc is still going. Zinc is on the right side, aluminum is on the left. So we've had a bit of a time lapse. The aluminum is still reacting. The zinc is still reacting. We could call it a day here in terms of what we are likely to observe. Eventually all of the metal will react, but that may take more time than is worth recording. All right, let's talk